Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Planet Zoo here on the channel. Today I am working on a brand new zoo for you guys. So don't worry, I'm still going to be continuing the other zoo that I've been working on, my franchise zoo. Still going to keep doing that one, but I thought, it's probably a good time to go ahead and start a new one. Something that is a little different. So we're going to do sandbox mode in this one, and it's going to be a zoo where I can actually play around with some of the modded animals and stuff, all the cool stuff that a lot of people are making out there, like Leaf Productions and some others. So they've got some really cool, basically, I was going to say ideas, but they've got some really cool animals and stuff that you can download and put into your zoos and stuff, and I really want to try those out and play around with them. But I don't really want to do that in franchise mode, so I thought I'm going to have to create a new zoo. And I thought, you know what? Let's go ahead and do Silverwood Zoo. So that's what this series is going to be. The idea is that this zoo is pretty much like right up the road. It's in the same town as Silverwood Theme Park, the park that I've been doing, which is kind of like a cross between Dollywood and Silver Dollar City. So this town that this zoo exists in and this theme park exists in, you could think of it as sort of an alternate reality version of Branson, Missouri, or possibly Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg or something like that. And I thought, since these are tourist towns set in the mountains, I kind of thought, you know what, let's I think they could use a zoo, So that's pretty much what I was thinking. And Silverwood Zoo is going to be the product of that. So it's going to have a very mountainous, I guess is the word I'm looking for, kind of theme to it. The same way that, if you've ever been to Dollywood or you've ever been to Silver Dollar City, it's going to kind of have that sort of theme and stuff kind of going on inside the zoo. So we're really going to play up the wilderness theme. We're really going to play up the mountain kind of theme to this. We won't really do much on the hillbilly kind of aspect of it, which is, I kind of always say that. I don't know, some people may say, oh, hillbilly, that's like, don't say that. And it's like, I'm originally from Kentucky. I can't say this. So and if you think about it, that's kind of the way that both of these theme parks kind of are, in a way. They're very old 1800s kind of wilderness themes. And, and everybody kind of dresses in that kind of manner and stuff in the parks, and that's how it is. The biggest part of this, so as you can kind of see, I am kind of recreating the Silver Dollar City entrance. So I won't get points for originality on this entrance for this zoo, but I hope that at least you guys will give me points for creativity as far as recreation. Recreation. I can't talk tonight. It's late when I'm recording this. I literally just finished recording the last part of this. It's about 1 a.m. and I'm like, I didn't even want to really record this tonight. I was like, this can wait. And I'm like, no, it can't wait. I need to get this up for tomorrow. So I'm just basically kind of babbling at this point. So don't worry really about what I'm saying or how I'm saying it as much as what's kind of on the screen. The biggest part of this, of course, is going to be our sign, and I really wanted to kind of get this just right, and I think I did a pretty good job on the sign that we're going to have here for the zoo. Other than that, I don't really have a whole lot to say. So, like I was getting ready to kind of explain, though, the zoo entrance is kind of based. It's mostly a recreation of Silver Dollar City's entrance for their theme park. However, I'm also going to combine a little bit of another zoo entrance that I thought was really cool, and I kind of stumbled upon this, and it's in a place that I never would have thought, and yet it fits very, very well with the kind of theme that I'm going, and that's Milwaukee County Zoo. So this zoo has I think they call it the West Entrance, and they have this really cool river otter exhibit, like it's like right inside of it, and I think we're probably going to steal from that as well. It's the biggest form of flattery, right? Is stealing the idea. So, but yeah, I never would have thought that Milwaukee would have a zoo entrance that kind of fit the theme that I'm going for with this wilderness theme, and yet I stumbled upon it and I was like, yes, that's perfect. So I started out, I was going to do that as mostly the entrance, but I just was kind of looking at it and I was like, man, this is just so similar to Riverside Zoo that I've been working on. It's so similar to that entrance, and I don't really want to do that. And I was like, I really love the entrance for Silver Dollar City. I like how it's got that water mill, kind of the water wheel on the outside of it there, and the rock work and everything it's got there, and how the sign and stuff is done. I really, really like that. So my idea here is to try to recreate both of these entrances and combine them into one. So I'm still not sure 100% how I'm going to make this work. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm kind of thinking that this zoo is actually going to be on the top of a mountain. So there's two ways to get up to this zoo. One is going to be you can take a cable car up to it. So I'm probably going to make like this fake cable car station or something and put that up there. And then I'm also going to do like a parking lot. So, you know, for those who don't want to take the cable car, you could also wind your way up around the mountain until you get up to this zoo. It's not necessarily an easy drive up the mountain, so a lot of people mostly just choose to use the cable car. But for those who don't like the cable car, they can always kind of drive up there. And the idea of that is actually from a place in Gatlinburg called Ober Gatlinburg. If you've ever been to the Smokies, you guys may know of it. But you can take this cable car up to it, and it's a really fun ride. But it is, you know, if you're kind of have a fear of heights, it is a bit much for you probably. I always enjoy it, but for those who don't, there's another option, which is driving up to it. So it does have a parking lot up there that you can get to. And I think they even have maybe buses that kind of go up there as well to it. But I'm not sure on that. But yeah, so this whole zoo is going to be like an amalgam. Is that the word I'm looking for? No, probably not. Again, it's really late. But it's going to be like a combination of a lot of different things. And I get most of my inspiration for anything I do from real life places and concept art and stuff that I find. And this zoo is not going to be any different than that. It's the same way I've done the other zoo, Riverside, my franchise zoo. It's the same way I've done most all of my theme parks. And it's basically what I'm going to do in this one as well. So it's going to have a lot of inspiration from a few different places, all kind of combined into something that I think is appropriate and kind of works well together. And most of you guys seem to agree. There's a lot of, if you're watching this, if you not, well, at least if you're not a new person to my channel and you're watching this, then, you know, if you've been a long time subscriber, then you know kind of how I work and, you know, kind of what conspires from what I'm working on. Man, I am just at a loss for words tonight. All right. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you guys just by keep talking and stuff more in this video. So instead, I'm just going to let the video do my talking for me and let you guys watch the time lapse and enjoy. I'm going to try to keep making some more episodes of this as fast as I possibly can. I don't know how often they will be up on the channel, but the more inspiration I get to work on it, the more I will be working on it, and the more you guys will see more episodes of this. So you could probably expect at least one a month, maybe two, but at least one a month. And then we're also, of course, as always, we're going to keep working on everything else as well. We're going to be working on Planet Coaster. We're going to be working in some more Sims. We're going to be working on City Skylines more. I know some of you out there have been asking for more Foundation. I promise it's coming. I have not had the time to play it and do any recording. But I promise you it is coming. You just bear with me, and we will get to those for those who are enjoying those. But in the meantime, like I said, I'm just going to let the video do the talking for me here. You guys enjoy. I do want to give a huge shout out to my Patreons that I have. Thank you guys so much for all your wonderful support. I very, very much appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you guys are interested in becoming a Patreon, the link will be at the end of the video. It's also in the video description down below. And all the funding from my Patreon goes into supporting the channel and doing more as far as games like DLC and things for that, and keep my computer up and running, pay for my internet. It all goes back into the channel. So everything I make pretty much goes into this channel. I guess you could say this is a hobby, but it's also more than just a regular hobby because I really do enjoy doing this stuff. And I'm glad that I actually have fans that support me in that. But all right, I'm going to head out. You guys have a great rest of the evening wherever you are in the world. Enjoy the rest of the video, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Thanks for watching.